Hey there, folks, picture this. You're buckled into a first-class seat, expecting a smooth flight, a glass of champagne maybe, when suddenly you're doubled over, gasping, blood trickling from your mouth, and the flight attendant you're begging for help just walks away. That's exactly what happened to Dr. Marcus Freeman, a black neurosurgeon from Charlotte, on Coastal Breeze Airlines Flight 319, and man, this story's gonna make you rethink everything about air travel. I'm telling you, it's not just one bad day, it's a window into something way bigger, something that'll hit you right in the gut. So, let me take you back to that morning. Marcus, 38, sharp as a tack, is sprinting through Charlotte Douglas Airport, his Navy suit still crisp despite pulling a 40-hour shift at Mercy Hospital. This guy's a rockster, graduated top of his class from Stanford Med, pioneered a brain surgery technique that saved kids' lives, volunteers at free clinics in West Charlotte every month. But he's beat, eyes heavy, racing to catch a flight to Seattle for a big medical conference. He's got a keynote speech tomorrow, and all he wants is to crash in his first-class seat, catch a nap, and be ready to shine. Sounds simple, right? Yeah, not today. He boards Flight 319, settles into 2A, a plush window seat, and notices the lead flight attendant, Karen Walsh, 45, blonde hair pulled tight, uniform pristine, giving him the side eye. Marcus is used to those little shifts in vibe when folks clock his face, his skin. Karen's all smiles for the white businessmen in 1A and 1B, pouring their drinks like she's auditioning for a hospitality award. Champagne, sir? Orange juice, she chirps, all warmth. When she gets to Marcus, though, her smile flattens. She skips him, serves the white lady in 2B first, then finally tosses him a plastic cup of water, plastic, mind you, while everyone else gets glass. Marcus just shrugs it off. He's dealt with worse. The plane's cruising at 35,000 feet, and Marcus is starving. He'd pre-ordered a shrimp linguine 2 months ago. He's meticulous like that. The smell of food hits the cabin, and Karen starts serving. She's chatting up the lady in 2B, pouring her wine like they're old pals. Here's your chicken, MS. Harper, another glass. Marcus waits and waits. Finally, he speaks up, polite as always. Excuse me, I ordered the shrimp linguine. Karen's face tightens, like he's asking for the moon. No record of that, she snaps, barely glancing at his phone when he shows her the confirmation email. System must have glitched. I'll see what's left. She comes back with a seafood plate that looks off. The shrimp's gray, the scallops dull, and there's this faint whiff that makes Marcus's stomach churn. He's a doctor, he knows spoiled food when he smells it. This doesn't seem fresh, he says, keeping it low-key. Karen's eyes narrow, voice sharp enough to cut glass. It's the last one we got. Eat it or don't. Across the aisle, a white guy, Tom Reynolds, catches the exchange, his brow furrowing. Marcus hesitates, but he's famished, so he takes a bite. Big mistake. Within minutes, his stomach's in knots, sweat's beading on his forehead, and he's fighting nausea like he's never felt. As a doctor, he knows this isn't just bad food, this is dangerous, maybe staph or Vibrio from rotten seafood. He hits the call button, once, twice, 3 times. Karen's 10 feet away, laughing with a white couple, ignoring the flashing light. Miss, please, Marcus calls, voice cracking. She glances over, then turns back to pour more wine. Tom, the guy across the aisle, can't take it anymore. Hey, he's sick, do something, he barks. Karen's smile doesn't budge. We've got procedures, sir. Some people exaggerate for attention. The dig lands like a slap, and Tom's jaw drops. Marcus is fading fast, vision blurring, heart racing. He stumbles into the aisle, desperate for the bathroom, but his legs give out. He collapses, coughing blood onto the carpet. The cabin erupts, screams, gasps, phones out recording. Another flight attendant, Javier Ruiz, rushes over, eyes wide. What happened? He demands, kneeling beside Marcus. Spoiled seafood. Marcus gasps, barely conscious. Javier glares at Karen, who's frozen, her face a mask of fake concern. Did you check the date on that meal? He snaps. Karen mutters something about standard procedures, but Javier's already on the intercom, calling for an emergency landing in Salt Lake City. The plane screeches onto the runway, paramedics storm aboard, and Marcus is whisked to the ICU, fighting for his life. Back in the cabin, Tom catches Karen shoving the meal's packaging clearly dated yesterday into the trash. I saw that, he says, phone still rolling. Karen spins, hissing, get back to your seat. But it's too late. Those videos hit the internet, and Coastal Breeze bigots trends nationwide. Millions watch Karen's cold dismissal, her attempt to cover her tracks. Marcus's sister, Lena Freeman, a civil rights lawyer, lands in Salt Lake City, furious and ready to fight. Now here's where it gets wild. This wasn't just Karen being a jerk. Those videos cracked open a whole system. Lena digs up dirt on Coastal Breeze. Turns out they've got this secret traveler tier algorithm, ranking passengers by zip code, name, you name it, basically a fancy way to prioritize white folks. Lena's team finds the airlines paid out millions to hush up discrimination cases, all under NDAs. A leaked Coastal playbook shows how they trained staff to give VIPs better service while brushing off others. Javier, the whistleblower flight attendant, spills more. Karen wasn't rogue. That's how they taught us subtle, coded, but clear as day. Lena doesn't just sue for Marcus. She goes for the jugular, filing a $60 million class action lawsuit against Coastal Breeze and Karen personally. The trial's a circus. Karen's lawyer tries to pin it all on corporate, but her own words sink her. I knew the food was bad, she sobs on the stand. But we were told to prioritize certain passengers. She's hit with 7 years for reckless endangerment. The airline settles for $80 million, plus a decade of oversight by a civil rights board. Marcus, still recovering, starts the Travel Justice Foundation, turning donations into a force for change. A year later, he's back in the operating room, saving lives, but also flying on Coastal Breeze's rebranded Unity Air, where the crew greets him like a hero. The cabin applauds, and for once, everyone's treated the same. Here's the thing, though Marcus's story isn't just about one flight. It's about how systems let this crap slide, how silence lets it grow. What would you have done, watching Marcus collapse while Karen ignored him? Would you speak up, like Tom or Javier, or stay quiet? Drop your thoughts below. Have you seen this kind of unfairness in travel, stores, anywhere? Hit that like button if you believe one voice can change things, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Let's keep pushing for a world where dignity doesn't depend on your skin color. Thanks for listening, y'all.